is brought to you by Company of Heroes 2, coming June 25th. Pre-order now.
What's up, guys? My name is Colin Moriarty. I'm senior editor of IGN. I'm in charge of our PlayStation coverage here at the site. I'm going to do a quick and dirty kind of rewind theater commentary for you about Beyond Two Souls, specifically the short trailer, the very brief trailer they showed at the E3 press conference. I was at the press conference. It was quite a loud scene when Beyond came on. People are really excited about this game. Of course, Beyond comes by way of Quantic Dream, which is the studio that brought us Heavy Rain, which is a PS3 exclusive, much like Beyond Two Souls, which is also a PS3 exclusive. And we learned a little bit about Jodie Holmes in this particular trailer that we've kind of seen and heard before about her. When we first saw, I'm just going to go back to the beginning and kind of start playing it again, because when we first saw Beyond Two Souls, it seemed like it was a supernatural thriller. It really was a game about a girl and a ghost, like her ghostly companion. And what we really realized is there's more to it than that. Of course, Willem Dafoe's character plays kind of a government scientist, almost like a mentor that tries to understand Jodie Holmes and her ghostly companion named Aiden. But this, of course, introduces her into the government, and I guess the government is somewhat interested in her special skills, specifically the CIA. And you can see that back when Willem Dafoe's character was kind of talking and introducing her to these proper characters. And we kind of see, this is kind of a brutal scene, actually, of a guy beating Jodie Holmes pretty ruthlessly, but I guess she's kind of learning the skills, the skills of the craft that she needs to be a CIA agent. And this is kind of furthering that government intrigue and things of this nature. Now, I'm really interested in this scene, and I'm going to do a quick freeze and kind of go back to this. There's like a shooting mechanic here that's pretty interesting. Now, I played a little bit of Beyond Two Souls today at E3, actually, and the shooting at the part I played in was actually very much like it would be in Heavy Rain, if you would imagine, where you're holding down a button and you're pressing another button, very quick timing. But this doesn't seem like that. I mean, maybe they removed it from this particular build as she takes cover here and shoots. It's hard for me to believe that this is going to turn into a third-person shooter, per se. But I thought that was kind of interesting there as we let that play out. But either way, we can see that Jodie Holmes is learning, as she has a recruit on the back of her outfit here, that she's learning how to shoot a gun, and she's learning how to be the CIA agent. There's some government intrigue here going on, which is very interesting. So as we let it play out more, Jodie Holmes is becoming a little bit more lethal. I mean, if we go back and we just kind of scrub back to when she's really kind of getting beat up here by this guy in the gym, it's kind of a marked evolution of her skill set. She's pretty much disposed of pretty easily there, but then she works out and she's learning how to shoot guns. Then we come to this point where we were before, where she's really able to kind of handle herself, and I think that's pretty interesting. You also notice that the game is just much more action-oriented than Heavy Rain was. We expected something that was very much like a movie, of course. David Cage and his team at Quantic Dream are behind this, and so we're looking for this genre that they invented called interactive drama. But this just seems so much more action-oriented, and there's just so much, there's like geopolitics involved in this. It's just, Heavy Rain was a really focused and centralized story about a man and his lost, his kidnapped son. And in this game, it just seems like it's about so much more. When we saw Beyond Two Souls for the first time at E3 last year, it was all about Aiden, it was all about Jodie and the people chasing her, and obviously the government, the cops, the FBI or whatever were introduced immediately when we saw the game last year. Of course, she was kind of hiding from them and doing her best to use Aiden to protect herself, but she seems so much more powerful and kind of in control of her own destiny than we really realized, and it seems pretty clear that the stuff we saw at E3 last year actually happens after all of this stuff.
I'll be back before they even realize what's happening.
So this particular scene, I think, is set in Somalia. I'm saying that, of course, because the demo I played at E3, there was two parts of it. One of them was called Somalia, and I think it's this particular section that we're seeing now, which would make sense to kind of have the trailer go along with the gameplay that we're playing at E3. But otherwise, the game just has this strange intrigue. There's a strange, as you can see here, kind of a strange romantic quality to the game too. So I guess what we're saying is Beyond Two Souls is just a lot more dynamic looking than Heavy Rain. Anyway, that's a quick and dirty kind of rewind theater kind of commentary for you about Beyond Two Souls. Of course, Beyond Two Souls comes exclusively to PlayStation 3 this October. I think it's October 8th. And for more on all things Beyond Two Souls, all things Heavy Rain, all things Quantic Dream, and all things PlayStation, you're going to want, of course, keep it tuned to IGN.
I don't want anything to happen.